there is a need to spread the gospel. There is a reason to spread the gospel, and Christ gave us a command to spread the gospel. But oh Lord, help us today. It is a sad thing when men and women are not spreading the awesome good news of Christ. I want to talk about the need to spread the gospel today. Then said he unto his disciples, the harvest truly is plenteous, but the laborers are few. Pray ye therefore the Lord of the harvest that he will send forth laborers into his harvest. Oh, Jesus is saying that the harvest is plenteous. I have a whole lot of people that need to hear the gospel, a whole lot of people that are ready to receive the gospel. But then the next thing that Jesus says is heartbreaking. Jesus says, the laborers, though, is the problem. The problem is with the laborers. They are so few. Oh, I don't have enough men and women that are interested in sharing the gospel, that are committed to sharing the gospel, that care about sharing the gospel. Help us, the Lord, today, oh God. This should break our hearts. God said, I don't have enough. I have a shortage of laborers. My, Lord, help us today. God said, on my farm, I don't have enough farmers. And what are we farming for? What are we fishing after? We're fishing after souls. Oh, God said, there's not enough laborers that want to help me in this mission of going after souls. This should break our hearts. Too many are avoiding. I'm speaking unto believers. Too many believers are avoiding kingdom work. My Lord, I just told the truth. Too many workers are avoiding your work. God, help us today. Have mercy on us today. Too many people don't want to do it. Got too many excuses. Well, I don't think I'm supposed to do it. I don't know if I should. I don't know if I can. Oh, God, help us get away from the excuses. The work is too hard. And I want to say that the work is engulfing. This work is challenging, but the work of God is awfully worth it. Help us to understand that today. Jesus is basically saying there's not enough people that have access to my gospel. Believers, this should be on our minds. This should be on our hearts because it was on the heart of Jesus. He said we have a responsibility to plead for the lost. He said we have a responsibility to pray earnestly for those. He says, pray ye therefore that the Lord of the harvest, that he will send forth laborers into his harvest. Meaning we have billions and billions of people all across the world. And unfortunately, many of them are headed for an eternity separated from God. Oh, Lord, this is heartbreaking here. Separated from God, separated from the lover of our soul. We're talking about an eternity ultimately in hell itself. And I say this with love in my heart. This should really break our hearts. Oh God, please. I'm praying that the reason why people don't hear the gospel is not because the saints do not want to pick up what they're supposed to. Help us to pick up the greatest responsibility that there is. There is a need. Jesus is saying that there is a need. Are our hearts broken for the lost? This is a question that I want to ask us. Are our hearts broken for the lost? Are our hearts burdened? Lord, save men. Change our nation. Change the way things are. Change the hearts of men. Bring men unto you. That is the only way we'll get real change in our nation. God, we are needing change. So there is a need. My goodness, today, I want to also talk about the reason why we ought to spread this gospel. This gospel should be going absolutely everywhere.